Fish and Chums!
Hi everybody, Outdoorsman Gary Heydrich here for this week's Fish and Chums Fishing Report. Well, I'm on the road, just leaving Arizona. Been out here for the last 12 weeks. What a wonderful warm winter I enjoyed. Kind of warmed up these old bones, and man, Tuffy and I really enjoyed it. But it's time to get back to the Ozarks, and that's where I'm headed right now. A lot of rain earlier in the week, and we have rain, understand, coming for this upcoming weekend. We're talking about Saturday and Sunday. The last I checked, 80% chance of rain. So I hope that we don't have problems like we did last year, all that flooding. My God, I hope, and because that was pretty tough. So let's do a little prayer for that one. We just don't need no more flooding. But you know, over the past weekend, they had a big fishing tournament on Table Rock, Kevin Van Dam Bass Classic. Wow, sponsored by Oakley Sunglasses Bass Pro Shop, and wow, what a turnout they had. Had something like over 850 anglers fishing for that top prize. You know what that top prize was? A brand new nitro bass boat, completely rigged, ready to go to the lake, and I want to congratulate Shad Colder. Hey, look at this fish. Look at Shad holding this winner. About a $40,000 fish he caught there. Wow, congratulations, Shad. What a dandy. You know, they caught a lot of fish over the weekend. A lot of some sixes, a lot of fives, a lot of fours, some threes, a lot of twos. Just many fish were weighed in at this big tournament. And so we want to congratulate all the winners. Of course, they fished for 2 days, Saturday and Sunday, for this one big fish. But every hour they have all kinds of prizes, cash prizes, from 10th, I think, from 1st to 10th place. So it's a fun tournament. I fished it a couple times. Wow, a lot of fun. So congratulations to all you winners. Shad, especially you. What a beautiful boat. Congrats. All right, on Table Rock, I checked with some of my reporters this morning and had a buddy out early this morning, and the water temperature was 57 degrees on the surface out at Table Rock. And they picked up water temperatures anywhere from 53 to 57. So things are really starting to warm up, and especially with all this new water coming in, who knows what's going to happen in the next few days. But last week when I was giving you this report on Table Rock, a lot of wiggleworts. A lot of crankbait fish were being caught on the points and secondary points, and the bass are staging now, and spinner baits is really a good choice for the upcoming weekend. I always like the white chartreuse. If I get in dirty water, maybe I'll change blades, go to the gold blades. In the clearer water, just the nickel blades. But this is always a good bet for this time of the year, spinnerbait. So I would try this because I'm having reports a lot of these fish are real close to the bank. Pitch that spinnerbait out, kind of slow roll it, then speed it up a little bit, kind of a medium retrieve. I think this will be the key for you. A lot of these fish are shallow, so get out there and try that for the upcoming weekend. They're still catching some fish on crankbaits or wiggleworts on the points, secondary points, but not as good as last week. And they're picking up some fish on swim baits, grubs. If you get it real tough, get out there like I mentioned last week and fish the Ned rig. That may pay off for you. And they're picking up a few fish on the bluffs on a jerkbait, but I think that spinnerbait is going to be the top bet at Table Rock for the upcoming weekend. Bull Shoals, the same thing. Out at Bull Shoals, the water's coming up. They're picking up fish, mainly the number one bait, the spinnerbait. So try this, picking up a few fish on some jerk baits and of course crankbaits. Boy, Bull Shoals is a great wigglewort lake. Try these baits, but don't overlook that spinnerbait this weekend, that's for sure. By the way, at Bull Shoals, picking up a few crappie, 18 to 24 feet of water over the sunken brush piles. And I don't know if that's going to change with all this rain coming in, but they've been picking up some walleye out on the shallow points by throwing jerk baits. So you may want to give this a little, especially in the evening hours, try this. Out at, let's go, let me get my old geezer glasses out here. Let's go to Lake Taneycombe, where I kind of bypassed it. Some fish being caught there. They've been, might be running some turbines this weekend, quite a bit of water. But look at this picture here by Dave's Guide Service. Thank you, Dave, for this wonderful picture. I love to take kids fishing. Look at this young man. Isn't this a great smile? I love this photo. Thanks to Dave's guide service. Made that kid happy, that's for sure, Dave. All right, they've been picking up some fish at Table Rock. They've been, Taneycomo, I should say. On last week, it was kind of a pink or orange power eggs. Seems like right now the chartreuse paying off a little bit better, and they've been picking up a few trout on little Cleo spoons and jigs. Some shad are coming through the turbines when they're running them, but not a great amount. So still go with that jig. If they're not running much water, go to the 1/8 ounce. If they're running water, go to the 1/4 ounce, or the 1/16 or 1/4, I should say. No, I don't want to say that. If they're not running much water, use the 1/16 ounce. If they are running water, go to the 1/8 ounce. I'll get it right. I've been driving too much, I guess. Okay. Okay. Taneycomo may produce some trout this upcoming weekend. All right. Stockton. Here's a nice picture of Cole Boyd with a nice walleye, and thank you to Tandem Guide Service. Tandem Guide Service out of that Stockton area is an awesome guide service. They catch a lot of crappie, some nice walleye this time of the year, and this was a dandy. Cole, that was a real nice walleye. He caught that over the past weekend, and they've been picking up some white bass in the creek areas, I understand, river areas, and they've been picking up some crappie as well. Some about 15, 18, 20, 25 feet of water. White bass, some of the whites are running the rivers right now, so you may want to check this out as well. Okay, let's go to Truman Lake. I tell you, this guy catches a lot of fish. Zach, he every week catches his limits. About every time he goes out, he's a great crappie fisherman. And Zach, look at this nice limit of crappie he caught over the past weekend at Truman. Now, I don't know what this water is going to do to it, so it's good change. But they're starting to move back into the spawning areas, back in the mouth of the creeks, to about halfway back into the creek areas. A good color right now, pink head, chartreuse, marabou jigs working, and they've been picking up some fish on small spinners too. But jig fishing, if the water's a little bit dirty, go to a jig and minnow or a minnow combination and check out your depth. Sometimes they're down around 15, 18 feet of water, but do not overlook that shallow water. You're wanting to find some bigger fish. Sometimes these big females are close to the bank at Truman. Catfishing has been fairly good on cut shad, and below the dam at times, boy, they're catching a lot of crappie at times and a few walleye. So don't overlook at the conditions and might check out below the dam at Truman. And one other report here, Jordan Lear out of Lake of the Ozarks over the past weekend, he caught a nice limit of fish at the Lake of the Ozarks. Truman and Lake of the Ozarks are just great crappie lakes. And if we don't get messed up with big high water, I think the next couple of weeks are just going to be awesome at both Truman and Lake of the Ozarks for crappie. We'll keep you in tune. And I want to thank you very much for being with us today. Like I said, we're traveling. We're going to be back in the Ozarks. Looking forward to it. And I got my buddy Brandon coming out for this week, for the next week, and hopefully we can get out and get bit. I'm ready to get bit. And thank you for being with us. Be sure to like and share. And if you have any buddies that might enjoy this program, because we talk about everything. Gosh, we love our bass fishing, smallmouth, white bass, love walleye, crappie fishing, catfishing. We talk about it all. So if you have any buddies that like this program, be sure to have them subscribe. We like you subscribers. And again, like and share. Any information you'd like to send us some photos. We're getting photos right now on our email. Just go to email us at fishingchums@gmail.com. Love ya. God bless you. See you next week. Go out and get bit this weekend and chase that rain away. Happy outdoors.